The line is open. Late night voices in the dark. Real talk, straight from the heart. No games, no mask, no disguise. Just truth when you step on the line. Call me up, the line stay open. Say what's real, no sugarcoating. Love and life, yeah, we unfold it. Step to the mic, don't hold it. Call me up, we go and live. Tell your truth, don't let it hide. This the place where voices rise. Soft rain every time. He said, she said, we break it down. Different views when we come around. From the chat to the laugh call line. If it's on your heart, it's your time. The line is open, we going live. Say what you feel, it's your time. Soft Reign Hotline, let's talk.
Welcome to the Soft Reign Hotline, where the lines are open and the truth is louder than opinions. This is the space where real people bring real questions and real conversations to the table. No scripts, no filters, just perspective. So if you've got something on your mind, dial in and speak your truth. You're now under Soft Reign.
What's good, y'all? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Everybody is already in here. I just want to say hey to y'all and welcome in to a new show. It's called the Soft Reign Hotline, where we're going to be talking about relationships. Where actually anything you want to talk about. You know, the conversation is going to be real. The opinions are going to be unfiltered, and my line is going to always be open. I'll have a number for y'all to call in shortly so y'all can get on here and talk to me. And tonight I'm going to be talking about something that I know everybody has an opinion on, and it has social media ruined dating expectations. But before we get into any of that, I need to acknowledge everybody that has been in the chat already waiting on me. The Tez Down was in here first. I appreciate you, Tez. Mind Empowerment Journey. Thank you for stopping in. Into the International Skull, the best security in the world. Hey, Tez. And I was running behind, but I appreciate y'all coming on in here. Into Deep. Hey, Into Deep. Tez said, let's go. And Souls of Thought. Oh, thank you, Souls. Thank you, Souls. Hey, Too Tight. Oh, y'all are in here. Hey, Roxy. Hey, Roxy. Hey, Roxy. So I'm glad y'all are in here with me. I do want to start by saying that this is something that I'm nervous about, but I'm glad y'all are here. So in talking Instagram relationships, highlight reels and couple goals and everything like that, you know, and what people think love is supposed to look like now, you know, everything is online. And my thing that I've always had was, or my thoughts about social media, period. And I've said this across all these panels is social media has changed societal expectations, you know. So, I do have a few videos that I wanted to play and get y'all's opinion on it. And if y'all want to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, if y'all want to talk about if your views changed on dating because of social media, if because I know mine have. I would rather not display my whole relationship online. You know, some people love flaunting their relationship online, and you know, some people we see their whole all the relationships they go through online, you know, and that's something I would rather not do. But I wanted to first pull up a TikTok video that I came across. And actually, you know what, y'all? I'm gonna take a pause for the calls. I'll be right back. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm gonna take a pause for the calls, regroup, and come right back because my videos are gone. So we're gonna play some awesome classic. And I'll be right back. So hang tight.
I'm only gonna do this once. Yeah, yeah. Let me talk to you. Classic. Shorty so gorgeous, she fine. Her face for a portrait. I'm knowing she noticed, but I'm trying to stay focused. My poker face holding. But I feel like she knowing. And I'm trying to control it. Go. See what I want, I'm jam down. Saying my piece just to see how it go. Win or lose, baby, I need to know. I see that you bad, need to see a little more. Ain't wasting your time, need your number to go. Have a nice day, I'ma dive in your phone. Grown man vibes, hit you up around 6 just to see if you free for a date for tomorrow. First date, we gon' keep it simple. Take you somewhere with a volume low. Look in your face, I can hear when you talk. It ain't no pressure, let's meet around 4. I look in your eyes, you look to the side. Could tell that you nervous, your hands a little cold. When we lock eyes, you bite up your lip and crack a little smile. Everything is a shorty so gorgeous, she fine. Her face for a portrait. I'm knowing she noticed, but I'm trying to stay focused. My poker face holding. But I feel like she knowing. And I'm trying to control it. All right, I think I got it back together, y'all. So we gonna look. This is gonna be something new. I gotta get used to this. I'm up here by myself live. Hey Kira. Hey Classic. Thank y'all for coming in. So I'm gonna get into this first video. And this first video is gonna be talking about social media made real partners look average and unrealistic. I think that the Instagram models give men false hope because that's not all normal walking around here every day. So let's listen and see what she has to say about this. Let me see. Where'd she go? There she go.
He gotta have a house, he gotta have a nice car, and he has to pay for your entire existence. Right? And he better love his family. And he better be in the greatest shape of his life. Meanwhile, you ain't got nothing.
Let me restart it. Hold on.
A lot of women came at me in that video and said, like, they have the right to choose who they are attracted to. And I'm like, yo, for real, you are absolutely correct. But the problem is a lot of women have unrealistic expectations, right? You want a 6'4" man who's not bald. He has great head of hair, but it got to be salt and pepper. So he got to be in his like mid-30s. He can't have no kids. He got to have $500,000 in his bank account, and he got to be making 7 figures a year. He already got to have a house. He got to have a nice car, and he has to pay for your entire existence, right? And he better love his family, and he better be in the greatest shape of his life. Meanwhile, you ain't got nothing going on for you. And it's fucking delusion. It's fucking delusion. Some of y'all don't be looking at who the hell is going to help me through the death of my parents, right? Some of y'all don't be looking at, if I were to get sick, is this man going to be by my side? A lot of y'all have such unrealistic expectations, and that's why all these older women are just single and bitter, and they're like, all men is shit. When that's not the reality. It's not. It's really not. It's just that you want the perfect fucking man when you're not perfect. A lot of women came at me in that video and said, like, they have the right to choose who they are attracted to. And I'm like, yo, for real, you are absolutely correct. But the problem is a lot of women have unrealistic expectations, right? You want a 6'4" man who's not bald. He has great head of hair, but it got to be salt and pepper. So he got to be in his like mid-30s. He can't have no kids. He got to have $500,000 in his bank account, and he got to be making 7 figures a year. He already got to have a house. He got to have a nice car, and he has to pay for your entire existence, right? And he better love his family, and he better be in the greatest shape of his life. Meanwhile, you ain't got nothing going on for you. And it's fucking delusion. It's fucking delusion. Some of y'all don't be looking at who the hell is going to help me through the death of my parents, right? Some of y'all don't be looking at, if I were to get sick, is this man going to be by my side? A lot of y'all have such unrealistic expectations, and that's why all these older women are just single and bitter, and they're like, all men is shit. When that's not the reality. It's not. It's really not. It's just that you want the perfect fucking man when you're not perfect.
All right, y'all. So, you know, I think social media, she said a lot because we're looking for, of course we look with our eyes first and we trying to be with who we're attracted to, but we're also looking for a person who could be supportive. You can be the finest man in the world, but are you going to support me in my time of need? Be it emotionally, spiritually, through those things, the important things in life, like death of parents and like accolades and graduations and job advancements. Are you going to be there for me? Are you going to be there through for me through my highs and lows? You can look good all day long, but can you do that for me as well? So what I want to do is I want to open the lines up. You can call in, you can share your perspective, agree, disagree, whatever you feel. And if y'all don't want to call in, of course, y'all can be active in the chat. So who's going to call me first? Let me put this banner up here with the telephone number. The telephone number is 205 205 1465. So I'm going to put the banner up. So the number will be scrolling on the screen for y'all. And let me know what y'all think. I think it's for men and women. Social media has really ruined dating, ruined expectations because we see what everybody else is doing for everybody else, and we're expecting that the same way that person's relationship is going is the same way my relationship could possibly go. And it's a possibility. It's a possibility. So you never know. It's tough out here, and it's hard dating, period. Even with dating apps, and we're looking when we people scroll dating apps, you see pictures first, and you're looking with your eyes first. Even when you're on the street, you're looking with your eyes first. So yes, you think that this person looks great and wonderful, but what are they gonna do you? What can they do for you beyond looks? What purpose do they serve you beyond looks? So that line is open. Make sure you call me. I'll be waiting on your phone calls. We're gonna play some music in the meantime. And if we don't get a phone call, then we can move on to the next video. So let me get classic rolling again with my favorite song. I'm gonna play Rose Petals this time. Yeah, so let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let me see if I got any comments in the chat. Hey, B Brand, thank you. And Sunny has dropped her raindrops. And Too Deep, you said she's cooking. What was she cooking about? Thank you, Souls, for your raindrops. Hey, Mona Lisa. Hey, Classic. Hey, Classic. I got to get more familiar with using StreamYard all the time, too, y'all. For real, for real. My rose petals. Play that song. Yeah. And make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button like Scope said. And share it. Oh, okay. We got a comment. I'm trying to move it down. We got a comment.
Rose petals at your feet. Never know when flowers coming when you.
B Brand said that women should be dating according to boundaries and non-negotiables, and if they are on board with and agree with the direction of the man. Women should be dating according to boundaries and non-negotiables, and if they are on board with and agree with the direction of the man. Yeah, you're right. Everybody needs boundaries. I would think so. And non-negotiables. But are your non-negotiables realistic? Because some people's non-negotiables aren't realistic. And I think they missed out on oh, we got a phone call, y'all. We got a phone call. Let me see who this is. Let's see who this is. Hold on. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. You're on the hotline with Soft Reign. Who am I speaking with?
This is In Too Deep, and I wanted to call in since this is your call-in show and wish you congratulations on your very first one and answer the question of what I said she was cooking.
Okay.
So congratulations again, and I'm glad to see you moving past and getting into your own rhythm first and foremost. But to look at this, because I've done extensive research especially when it comes to relationships online, because I saw a lot of content creators. I've noticed that the ridiculous demands on certain situations on both sides, right? But with women, it's different than men. Men are asking for the same thing, which is, hold on, let me move this other way, which is different than what women are asking. There's certain women that are asking for what she's talking about, which is unrealistic demands, I would call them, versus expectation. Because as a person who doesn't live up to having a full head of hair, I've been turned down because I got a bald head. I can't help that, right? But at the end of the day, everything else is okay. Money's right, height is right, everything else is all right. And then I'm less than because, someone like a classic with a full head of hair. Not that I'm jealous or anything, but let me get a wig and see what happens. Women will clown me. I'm corny, right? So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is she was cooking on the unrealistic, I call them demands, because a lot of the people, or women in this case that she was talking about, don't have a pot to piss in. And I can attest to that. Going out on a date, spending $250, come to find out she ain't got no money. And then I have to pay, which is not a problem. I wouldn't have asked if that was the issue. But I find that quite all the time. One thing I will say is, you want to have a non-second date, ask them what their DTI is. They will tell you.
DTI?
Debt to ratio income.
That's right. That's the income ratio. Yeah.
yeah. And they'll have a problem with it.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if we're talking about being equally yoked, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about especially mature people over the age of 40 who missed their calling of their loved one, right? Early in life, it's harder when you get to this level. I'm more cynical. I'm easy to push out and ship out real quick because you say one wrong thing, I'm out, right? Versus when you're younger, I accepted more things because I didn't know better. Or was I full of love and compassion for the opposite sex? That's to be said. So that's what I meant by she was cooking.
Okay. So let me ask you this. What are some of the non-negotiables you look for in dating? Or what?
The ability to...
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I would say for me, my preference could be different than other men.
Mm-hmm.
But what I call a deal breaker is a woman or a man. I don't date men, so I don't know. So I'm only going to be telling you from a man's perspective who dates women who date men, right? So I don't know about anybody else's preferred scenarios. But for me, the instant deal breaker would be someone who isn't healed. I don't like to say the word healed because are we really healed? I would say someone who's not taking accountability and responsibility for the things that they've done in their past relationships. That's put them in a quandary like myself. I'm the issue on why I'm single. I'm the person who doesn't allow certain things to happen. I'm the one who has a wall up or a guard up or whatever you want to call it to a certain extent, to where I will date you until you're talking about not signing the prenup. And then I now ask the two main questions. What's your DTI and will you sign a prenup? If they're no to both of them, I'm gone. I'm not even going to waste your time. Have a nice day. Unless we can make money together and you want to do some business, that's fine. Other than that, I ain't got time. I'm on my purpose.
So where do you think, with social media, where do you think dating expectations have gone wrong? How do you think social media contributes to the change of dating expectations?
It hasn't. I'm gonna look at it like this. It's only opened up what was already behind closed doors.
It brought it to the forefront.
I would say, let's put it this way. What do people say about alcohol? The alcohol made me do it, right? Jamie Foxx said that. right? The alcohol made me do it. But then, really, did the alcohol make you act that way, or is that something that you already had inside? I look at the internet like that. It magnified what was behind closed doors. This has been happening for, I would say, since the 90s. I dated in the 90s, so I know. I was a grown man in the military, dealing with women and getting used and abused for being a good guy. We were taught to be, bring roses, bring chocolates, bring all this extra stuff now that you would be called a simp for, right? And then we listen to the music. If you listen to the music back then versus now, it was, I'm going to tell you my feelings. I'm going to open up to you. Boys to Men, sucker music is what it's called now. So is it really the change of the internet? No, it's the sprinkle ladies. It's the ones who's telling the business, and women think men don't listen. Men listen very well. They don't forget. That's the problem. And we don't forget. And when we don't forget and we see it on the internet, and one female does it to them, a guy's going to be like, no, thank you. I'm good. I'd rather be by myself, or I'd rather fly out to wherever, New Mexico, or I'd rather fly out of country, or I'd rather deal with somebody who doesn't deal with that. So the internet hasn't really changed anything. People keep running their mouth, and as soon as you see them say something, you're like, oh, okay. And then you hear it from a woman or you hear it from a man, vice versa. There's rhetoric on both sides, right?
Right.
Then you're going to sit back and be like, oh, okay, you're one of those guys, or you're one of those gals. And then it starts the whole red pill, blue pill thing. And, I'm a purple pill type of dude. I'm chill. I'm cool as long as you're cool. I have a dating contract now with a NDA, so you can't talk about me on the internet. I have to go that far because I deal with people that are content creators. So if I'm dealing with you and you're a content creator and I'm a content creator, or I like to help people with their content and I like to do those type of things, you end up meeting people, you find somebody you like and you want to talk to them. And then they're the type of person that tells their whole life story on the internet. I'm good. I'm not messing with you. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to even, I'm not even going to put myself in your window of talking about me. And then now I'm looking dumb. I'm cool. And I think a lot of people are gun shy. And I look for women that do not do internet. Are you on social media? Oh, yeah, I'm on TikTok, Facebook. Okay, I'm out. And then I move on to the next. It's just, that's how cynical that I am now, because you go and watch their IG and their stories is all negative. I'm guilty of it too. I got stupid stuff on my stuff. I'm testing stuff out or whatever. I was in my red pill when I got out of a relationship. I wasn't hating women, but I was just pissed off because I spent a whole bunch of money. I was mad about it. So you start letting that rhetoric get in your ear, and then you start speaking it a little bit. You put a couple videos up. Next thing you know, you lose some followers, or somebody drops out. Vice versa, somebody does the same thing. So I don't think the internet has ruined us. I think we're putting way too much value in the internet. That now, if you are the type of person who's on it like we are, right, looking for content, you see a lot of stuff. You're going to be cynical, automatic. You're going to look at it like you have a dating show, call-in show. You're talking about dating. You're going to see all these, let's say, men talking about how they don't want to get married, or they only want prenups, or they want all the stuff that goes against what you're looking for. You're going to have some kind of apprehension towards that kind of guy if someone's talking that way. If you go out on a date, you're going to be guilty of it. Period.
All right.
If that answers your question.
It does. It does. And I appreciate you. You got anything else for us before we move on to the next call? Open up the line for the next caller.
No, I will get off the line, and I appreciate the fact that I was able to be your first caller on your first show.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye. So that was In Too Deep. We appreciate you, In Too Deep, for the very first phone call. We do have some comments that I wanted to pull up. And I might have read this one already. Oh, I did. Classic said he glitched in chat. Classic was laughing. Ted said big. Oh, we got another caller on the hotline. So hang on, y'all. Let's see. This is Soft Reign Hotline. Who am I speaking with? Tony. What's good, Tony? Now hold on. Let me put you. Oh, I hung up on Tony. Tony, call right back. Can you call right back, Tony? We're gonna work these glitches out. Oh. Well, while Tony calls right back. Call right back, Tony. B blaming. Oh, Ted said blaming on the Henny. Oh, there it is. There it is. Tony. Okay, hold on.
Accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Let's accept it. Hold on. This is Soft Reign Hotline. How can I help you? What you got for me?
Yes, this is Tony. I think we just got disconnected.
We did. I hung up on you by mistake. I sincerely apologize.
No problem, no problem. I think the biggest thing I wanted to hear your opinion about is I don't think that social media has ruined dating. I think it has actually enhanced dating because I think more people are able to date long distance. So I think some people are now being able to build relationships that they probably would never been able to build due to relationships. So I don't want to hold up your line. I just want to hear what your thoughts are. And I appreciate you taking my call.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. So on that though, what he just said about building long distance relationships, it does. And that's a positive for online meetups and whatnot, as far as like meeting your person online. Long distance relationships can be built. Your options are more vast than meeting somebody in your city. And actually, relationships, I've been in a couple of long distance relationships over the years, meeting somebody online and whatnot. So it opens up the door for that. It opens up the doors to meet maybe your person. So yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I'm gonna read some of the comments and we're gonna move forward. Appreciate your call, Tony. B said if a woman can answer that DTI question with transparency, she is worthy to be a wife. Classic dropping those raindrops. I appreciate that. Richard says someone asked Kevin why women are not fair. Expound, Richard. You want to call me and talk about it? Sonny said there's no such thing as fair. Ted said women and men do not have the same reactions to social media. It's made it easier for women to choose and harder for men to stand out. Women and men do not have the same reactions to social media. It's made it easier for women to choose and harder for men to stand out. Okay. You think so, Tez? How so, Tez? How does it make it harder for men to stand out? That's one question I have with that. And how does it make it easier for women to choose? Let me know your expound on that. Call me so we can expound on that. Classic clapping. Classic code said the lines are jumping, the trap booming. Thank you, Classic. Ted said it wasn't no accident, Tony. I didn't. It was an accident. I didn't mean to hang up on him. And Richard said, wait until marriage would make it better. Do you think the father choosing the husband would be better? Oh, I don't know. And we got another call on the hotline. Let's see who this is. Soft Reign Hotline. You're live on the air. How can I help you? Who am I speaking with?
You are speaking with the Tez Down. Good evening, Soft Reign.
Good evening, Tez. What you got for me?
Well, Soft Reign, here's the thing, right? So when you have an abundance of hard legs to choose from, it kind of makes those that are more solid not necessarily visible. They're looking for things with flashing colors, flashing lights. You know, they want LEDs on it. That's what they're looking for. And when you think that you can just meet another guy as quickly, you're not going to put as much stock in the guy that you might have in front of you. Whereas it's the opposite for men. If you look at the dating app statistics, women only like about 10% of men, and the same guys are the ones that continually get the dates. There are guys that have been on dating apps for 5 years and have not gotten one single date out of it. Now, I don't know why they're still there if they haven't gotten dates out of this. But I would hazard a guess it's because they have a glimmer of hope, because the app tells them to.
Do you think the guys that are on there for 5 years plus, they're real intentional about dating?
I don't think that actually exists. I think dating intentionality was a thing that was brought up and a thing that was created by single women who never get what they want because they date the wrong guys. Because think about it this way. How can you meet somebody in a grocery store and say, if you're not trying to marry me, we're not going to be together?
Well,
you see, that's a fallacy in itself. See, I'm gonna tell you, men, they're visual, very visual.
Of course.
You know, they're gonna see what they like first, right? And then we're auditory. So we heard you, we saw you. Next thing what's the next thing you want after we hear you and we see you?
Say that one more time, Tez.
Men have methods, right? We heard you, and we saw you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think we want next before we make any other decisions?
I don't know. Tell me.
Well, we heard you and we saw you. We're trying to feel you. And when it comes to the dating apps, what do you see on the top of a dating app? Practicing celibacy. My kids are my world. They always will come first. If you aren't trying to marry me, move along. You see, the guys that do click it anyway, those are guys that say, well, look, I'm just trying to get some fun, and she might give them up because I passed her test of going through her ridiculous, unappealing profile. So she thinks she found a diamond in the rough. He gonna take her on a date. They're gonna do that. He ain't gonna even try to kiss her on the first date. She gonna tell all her girlfriends that John was different. And then when John gets to crash, John gonna drop her because he's not about to deal with all of that. And he's definitely not about to think that little Aiden and little Brandon and little Zayden are kings in front of him when it comes to this lady. Just keeping it 100. Social media has made it way more difficult for men. It's super easy for women because as soon as John get done, treating you bad and leaving you alone, you go back to your vow of celibacy, you're going to have Nick pop up. And then you're going to think that Nick is cute because Nick got everything that you want visually. And it's going to happen again. So the cycle continues. And then you got the same old dudes sitting on these dating apps, still not getting chose because y'all like the same 10 guys.
Wow. Okay, Tez. You got anything else for us, Tez?
So, I'm going to keep on watching. If I need to call back, I will. That's a great show, Soft Reign. This has been good so far. I enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be good all the way to the end. Keep doing you.
Thank you, Tez. I appreciate you, Tez. Well, there you have it. The Tez Sophisticated Crash that came through. I'm going to read some of these comments. Bridget said, wait until marriage would make it better. Do you think the father choosing the husband will be better? I'm not for certain, Bridget. You want to know why? Because there are so many homes now that are not two-parent homes. There's so many single-parent homes that if the father is absent, the father wouldn't be able to choose the husband. So that's the only thing that I can say there. And two, if that woman, young lady, goes through a rebel stage where she wants to rebel, then she's not gonna go with her father's wishes. I would hope and pray that more homes are out there now with two-parent homes with men who show young ladies what proper coverings are, so they know how to choose the right man. But I don't know if I don't truly know if the father choosing the husband would be better. I'm not totally for certain on that. So it says, this is super dope. Great first show, Rain. Thank you. We're going to work out these kinks and make it roll. Hey, Miss Kira. Thank you. She said, I absolutely love the show I did and the concept, Rain. Let's go. Says it's Hazring to guess, y'all. Jane Spitfire said, oh, social media might ruin dating, but a lot of tricky stuff goes online dating. But most men are on there, big selection. So, Jane, do you think that there's a more selection of men online than there is like meeting somebody? Do you have a better chance of meeting someone online than you do? And I mean online dating apps, social media apps than in person out in the streets. She says, my question is, how do you know if he is a valid, sane man? That's a good question. You would have to ask questions to that person and you have to see how he moves. I think men who do share on social media, their lifestyles and their life period, you have a better view of how their life may be going and what kind of man they are, just depending on the things they share on social media. But with that being said, some people put up a superficial facade when it comes to social media. They'll share all their highs and never share their lows. So you still have to have discernment whenever you do choose somebody from social media or choose to date somebody via their social media and only knowing what goes on social media and not really getting to know that person. Richard said, I think social media is just another lane, not mad at it because some people thrive off of it. And he said in person is better. So Richard, would you ever jump in somebody's DMs if you found them attractive? Answer that for me. And Too Deep said, I do well on the dating apps. Oh, okay. Jane said men do pool dating. Date a few ladies at one time till get one like. Women need to do pool dating too. You know what? I never heard that term. Pool dating. I heard of putting everything in one basket, but not pool dating. Classy said somebody take the wheel from Tez. He's doing 200 miles an hour in the school zone. Oh man. Jane said rigid. Wonder if sex not good without practicing first. Need multiple dates and conversation. Oh, Jane, can you call in, Jane? I would love to talk to you about that because, are we really giving up goodies before we not commit? What's your thoughts on that? Richard said, I like social media because I have no competition. Always a surprise in person. Richard, can you call me? Call me, Richard. The phone number on the screen. Jane said the Asian have a matchmaker to find a mate for a child. Oh, okay, Jane. We got a lot of comments, y'all. Thank y'all. Kira said, in general, I believe social media has made it a little harder for people to socialize in person. People are not always the same when you meet them in person. Their energy be real different. You're right about that. Just like I said, people can put on a superficial facade and portray themselves differently online. They don't really give them true selves online all the time. So their energy could be different. And Too Deep said arranged marriages boost a notably low divorce rate, estimated around 4%, which is significantly lower than the 40 to 50% divorce rate, often reported in the U.S. for love-based marriages. Hey, Kelly. Kelly came in. She said she's still at work, stepping in to show some love really quick. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. I really appreciate you, Kelly. Don't work too hard, girl. Maybe next time you can catch me. We're gonna try to do this maybe twice a month. I don't know. It might become weekly. We'll see what y'all want. Samantha Reigns. Hey, I'm Samantha. Am I respected? Absolutely, Samantha. Why would we not respect you? Come on in. Tell us what you think about social media and dating expectations. And Jane said, "Yes, you have more choice online than face to face." Hey, girl, she put another post up. Oh, it doubled up. I got you, Kelly. I appreciate you for coming in. Samantha said, "Is he trying to make me jealous?" Is who trying to make you jealous, girl? Tell me, right, Samantha. Roxy said, "Keep up the great job. The show is fire." Thank you, Roxy. I'm gonna read these few more comments, and then I'm gonna get to the next video, and we're gonna talk about that. Jane said they say 55% of marriages now people meet online dating. You can smile and flirt face to face, but still nervous. There are 6 ladies for 1 man. That's right. The women to man or man to woman ratio is very um low. There's more women to 1 man. Dating pool, Steve Harvey's theme. I have to look that up, Jane. Appreciate you. She says she's not calling in, but eventually got to work up to sex and dating with a mate. People get different libidos. She says she doesn't do sex on the first date, but she will wait 90 days of dating. So that's a Steve Harvey thing too, right, Jane? I appreciate all y'all comments. I'm gonna move on to the next video I have for y'all. Let me get that pulled up. Actually, I got 2 more videos, but we're gonna pull this one first. And then we're gonna she did a response to it because somebody left a comment. So we're gonna listen to what she says. Take that to the stage. Oh, it says my browser has hold on, y'all, because I'm having let me know if y'all can hear it. Let me see if I can play it. Let me know if y'all can hear it because it StreamYard is acting funny on me and my browser. So hold on 1 second. We're gonna try to why are you not there we go. Can y'all hear it? Mm. No, okay, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna make it be patient with me. I'm gonna make it work. Let's see. I might have to pull it up in another tab. So hang on 1 second. We gonna we gonna make it work, y'all. There we go. Share this tab. Hold on, let me make it bigger for y'all. All right, let's try this again. Hold on. Come back home. Let's see. Can y'all hear it now? No, I wonder what's going on, y'all. Hang on. Um, I'm coming, y'all. Just be patient with me. Let's see. I'm gonna play y'all some tunes while I'm trying to figure this out because I really wanted to hear her on this.
Yeah,
There we go.
I'm
Hold
only
on
gonna
one
do this
second.
once. Yeah, yeah. Let me talk to you. Classic. Shorty so gorgeous, she fine. Face for a portrait. I'm knowing she noticed, but I'm trying to stay focused. My poker face holding.
There we go. Hold
But I
on.
feel like she knowing. And I'm trying to control it. Go. See what I want, I'm jammed down. Saying my piece just to see how it go. Win or lose, baby, I need to know. I see that you bad, need to see a little more. Ain't wasting your time, need your number to go. Have a nice day, I'ma dive in your phone. Grown man vibes, hit you up around 6 just to see if you free for a date for tomorrow. First date, we gon' keep it simple. Take you somewhere with a volume low. Look in your face, I can hear when you talk. It ain't no pressure, let's meet around 4. I look in your eyes.
All right, so let's see if she gonna work this time. Hold on. And no, it's not playing. Why is it not playing? StreamYard, don't do this to me tonight.
of
There
women
she go.
who are
Can y'all
so
hear her
freaking
now?
stunning and gorgeous, available to men visually. This has honestly, social media has made the 1% of women who are so freaking stunning and gorgeous available to men visually. This has honestly rotted their freaking brain. They
We got it back.
think that if you are not like social media hot in real life, which is so unattainable for most of us women, that you are just like no good, you're mid, you're nothing. They will just bash you. But here's the thing.
Thank y'all.
The social media hottie, they have positioned themselves in a way where these men feel like, oh, I might have a chance. Let me tell you something, honey bunny. No, you the fuck you do not. Unless you're Jeff Bezos or some extremely rich man or have some sort of lineage of wealth, you have zero access to these women. So you need to fall in line. Meanwhile, most of us women are happy if you even look like a freaking thumb. As long as you're nice to us, the bar is so goddamn low. Okay, you can look like thing. All right, you don't even need to be much. You don't even need to really be that appealing. Are you nice? Are you maybe not going to cheat on us for a little bit? Are you going to treat us right? Like, honestly, the bar for men is so goddamn low. And they just think like, oh, look at this girl I'm scrolling through. You don't know her, and she don't know you, and she don't want to. Okay, you really have, honestly, you're rotted. You're rotted, okay? You're cooked. There's no way that the 1%, which seems like there's more because on social media, do you know how many people are in this world? So fucking many, okay? And that 1% of smart women, of stunning, beautiful, intelligent women come on this app because God bless you, queen. You know what you're doing and how to make money. But it has made men have this illusion of availability that they can actually get women like that. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. So stop. Halt. Pump the brakes. You are not all that. In fact, most women hate men. And in this era of having a man is embarrassing, you should be blessed to have a woman even blink in your direction. Okay. But the availability of these like super hotties is not what you think it is. Okay. It's really not that serious. Y'all better stop. Social media has made the 1%.
So tell me what y'all think about that in the chat. Has social media make men think they really have chances with these hotties and baddies that's out there? Do you think the men really are on social media looking at these baddies and hotties and Instagram models thinking that they have a chance with them? I would think that most of these Instagram models may not be that might be all they are good for, is their body, is their vision to put on social media to make money and whatnot. They might not, be, their personality might not be great. They might not have anything to offer, so let's see what Jane said. Jane said, what happened to being real friends with a man and a woman? True union takes time and dates and memories. Jane said, I think most of 80% of men cheat because libido is higher than females. Classic said, who hurt her? Maybe I think somebody may have turned her down, Classic. I don't know. And Too Deep said, tripping. Uncle Plus said, Jane, I'm with you on that 100%. Jane said, they say marriage is a luxury now if it works. You think so, Jane? Lisa said, real life is so much better than social media. Absolutely. Absolutely. Uncle Plus said, baddies ain't worth it. If they were, they would be cuffed up already. I agree. Jane said, Uncle P, that real friendship takes time, or male libidos or sex drives higher. Y'all having a side conversation? Richard said, I'm horrible online. I'm not going to clubs or visiting other countries. Okay. Lisa says, social media has made it easier for women to thirst trap. Absolutely. I agree with that, Lisa. I agree that a lot of women, and Classic has talked about this before, take the pictures where you looking back over your shoulder, with your booty facing that way and whatnot. And I think they use it more so as attention seekers, the attention seekers, because a lot of men will jump in somebody's DMs regardless of what she has going on in her life, regardless of trying to figure out, what kind of person she is. So Into Deep says once AI gets full effect, it's over for most Instagram models. Do you think that the work won't be needed anymore for them to keep themselves up? Uncle Plug said, I ain't thirsty, shouted. Jane said, Rigid, you do not want to be overseas, brother. Lisa 100. Y'all, so listen, while you're here, and my phone, oh, there go my phone line ringing. Let's see who this is. Hold on one second. Let's see who this is.
Classic.
Uh-oh, this is Classic. Hey, Classic.
Press 1 to send a voice.
Welcome to the Soft Reign Hotline. Who am I speaking with? What you got for me?
It's Classic. What up?
What's up, Classic? How you doing, Classic?
Chilling, enjoying the show, catching the vibe.
What I knew you
doing good.
Oh,
Proud of you.
thank you. I knew you would have something to say about this because a lot of women online, they be trying to seek attention and whatnot. So what you got for me?
First, I'm gonna just as far as social media impacting dating, I think social media just allows people to be more of what they already are. So if you fake, you could be extra fake. If you real, you could be super authentic, and you probably have to worry about oversharing more so than anything. So I think it just amplifies who you already are or who you already want to be. And so for the dudes that desire to just be playboys and run through a bunch of chicks, if they the type of men that have an easy time with women, they can do that, times 10 now with social media and dating apps. And then you got you have a situation where if there's, women who have a tendency to seek attention or get off on attention, or they get those good dopamine hits from attention, they can, really take it too far on social media. You know what I mean? They can, I guess, use men to a higher degree. You know what I'm saying? 10x. And then on the flip side, I do think it can complicate the selection process for women who are looking for a husband, though. And the reason why I say that is because y'all don't even, and I'm just saying y'all because you're a woman, but women just don't know they don't even know how to pick what to eat most days. So giving them, let's say there's out of 100 men that's in the DM, let's say 6 of them are like good, solid dudes, worthy of being taken serious. How do you choose between those 6? Whereas out of the 6 men, one of them may have been the only contender had we not had social media because he's in your proximity. So now the one that's like right in front of people has a tendency to be invisible because we want to look out at the rest of what our options could be. So I think it can be complicated, but I don't think it has to be. You know what I mean? So I guess that's not a real definitive answer, but yeah, I think it's like anything else. It's a tool, and it depends on each individual on how they want to use that tool. But as far as this woman on this video, she's so disingenuous. Yeah, I mean, talking about women liking men that look like a thumb, that's not true. Like women definitely care about physical appearance. Like that's why I always tell men don't take advice from women about women, because they'll steer you wrong. Like, tell us the truth so we know how to navigate. You know what I mean? Like, women don't like men that look like thumbs as long as they're nice. We talk about it every day, how nice guys finish last at everything. And yet you still got women like this who get on their platforms and go viral because these numbers next to her face, she's gone viral with this terrible message. You better off being fit and a little mean, and stoic with women than you are being kind and gentle and holding doors for everybody and all that. It's not, it'll get you a smile and a thank you. It ain't gonna get you them cheeks, though. But that's all I got. I don't want to hold up the line. You got a question?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. So, do you think that specifically the women now? Do you think women's expectations have changed as far as relationships, like what they require and their non-negotiables? Do you think they have flipped or changed some since social media is so Do you think they compare themselves to other people who display their relationships online, thinking that they may deserve or see the same things that some women portray that their men are doing for them?
No, I just think it's changed their talking points. Women like for things to sound good out loud, but you just have to let women talk. You know, I'm an expert at it. I let women talk all the time. They'll tell you, you'll listen to these women on their panels say, like, or their podcast, they'll say, like, how they, a man needs to have this or have that or be checking all these boxes. And then they'll tell you 5 different horror stories about 5 different guys who didn't check none of those boxes, but they were in a long relationship.
Yeah.
So your requirements aren't really your requirements. You just talking. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I just think it's changed talking points, but I don't think it's changed reality at all. I think honestly it starts with physical, and then if you have like some money, then being handsome with money affords you significantly more grace with women than a man who happens to be short or maybe not handsome or financially, complicated at the moment or whatever the situation may be. I think as a man, the more you have it put together, the more grace you're going to get from women. But it still doesn't mean you're getting genuine love. It just means you're being tolerated. I think all men know exactly what it feels like when a woman truly likes them and cares for them. It's just sometimes men are guilty of overlooking those women too for superficial reasons. I think people overlook the person they're supposed to be with for the rest of their life, typically for something superficial.
Heard. I hear that. All right. Well, class, I appreciate you calling in.
For sure. I'm proud of you. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. RSC. We up.
Yeah. So y'all heard Classic. Classic made some valid points, but he said that he doesn't think that it changes the expectations. So I'm gonna get to some of these comments right quick. And I'm gonna play somebody I got another video, and it's the same woman. Somebody left her a comment and she responded to it. And I'll play that and then we'll get on up out of here. I don't want to hold y'all too long. But I appreciate everybody that's been here tonight. I've had fun. And it's gonna get better from here. So Jane said, Rain, do each person searching for love may have a list of what they want in a mate? I believe they do. But with that being said, not every person is going to check off there. It's going to be extremely difficult for that person to find somebody to check every single box on that list. That's my take on that. Sunny says social media creates the illusions of options for both men and women. Sunny, do you think that when you say that, do you think it's the amount of options available? Or do you think it's the qualities, those options and qualities that those people have? Jane said, if men want a 304, they go to those websites. Soul says, social media is nothing but a viral yearbook. Those who were chosen are still chosen now. Oh, virtual yearbook. Jane says, souls, yes, can be. Jane said, all have pet peeves, but must be flexible in meeting and learning that man. Lisa said, facts, Sonny. Jane said, Rain, I have a crush on a married man, but will not date or touch him. It's too complex, and my past union man cheated on me. Jane, he's taken, baby. He's married. I advise you to find a new crush. It is complex, and I'm sorry that you were cheated on by somebody. But no, if he's married, Jane, baby, you need to move on. You have to look elsewhere. Jane, thank you, Jane. I appreciate you. He said true. Oh, y'all got some more comments down here. I didn't scroll down, y'all. Bridget said he might be your soulmate. Who? Jane says Sunny is right. Illusions is in our mind, but must be realistic. And said, oh, both. Okay. I hear you, Sunny. Jane said he is taken and looking for a new fellow. Wouldn't you want him to be divorced and out of that situation before you move forward with him? Kira said, Jane, get your tail out of here, girl. Jane said, yep, I'm moving on. All right then, Jane. I'm glad I was helping you along with that. So she did a response to a comment that on this video. So let me pull that video up and then we'll get on out of here after that. I appreciate everybody in here that's been in here tonight. It's been amazing. It's gonna get better from here. We're gonna move the show forward. We're gonna elevate it. And y'all, if y'all have not already done so, I forgot to get all the links up, but people that are already in the Discord, put your comments and thoughts in the Discord about what I could do to improve the show and some more topics that y'all might want to call in and talk about. So let me pull her response up. Hopefully we won't have any trouble with this one. So I'm gonna share this tab and let me know if y'all can hear it because we had problems last time. So let me know if y'all.
I'll play devil's advocate here and talk about what women are looking for and how social media has affected that. Because if there is one thing about me, I'm fair, even if I don't like it. Most women know exactly where they stand on the attractiveness scale. In fact, most women actually rate themselves much less than what a man would. And most women who do have standards, like this one says here, 6 foot and makes over 100K. Let's be honest. They may say that, but they will 100% go for a man who is nice, which is so sad. That is quite literally the bare minimum. Listens to them, spends money on them, but doesn't necessarily have to be a multi-millionaire 6-figure earner. I've said this in the past and I'll say it again. Blue-collar men are honestly the best men to date. Are all of those men 6-figure earners? Absolutely not. But if you ask the woman of any blue-collar man, they're probably one of the happiest women in this world because those men know how to treat their woman, even if they're living paycheck to paycheck. So does it go both ways? Absolutely. There are certain Delulu women out there, which, by the way, sorry, that's my ice maker. There are certain Delulu women out there who do scale themselves up in the attractiveness category. And soon they will be brought down to reality. I will say that. But that being said, it is much easier for a woman to upgrade her life very, very quickly with the help of a man, which is why we have such standards. And for men, women are their best accessory. I've said it again and again and again and again, and I will drill that into your brain. A woman is a man's best accessory. So when a man tethers himself to a woman, it immediately brings up his relevance. Like, believe it or not, it's just fucking true. Usually men will stay with women simply because they're relevant. So do women have standards that have been used in like propaganda and used in, I don't want to say brainwashing, but used to like up their standards? Yeah, absolutely. But there is reasons for that. It is because the way that men treat women now in 2025 has constructed a world in which that's okay. So for men, it's not the same because what you want the hotter girl, you think you have a chance with the hotter girl, but you're still a POS. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Love you. I'll play devil's advocate.
Okay, so she said a few things in here that I want to speak on, but I want to go back and do a play-by-play almost like. So I'm gonna stop and play and then give my opinion. Because y'all know I be foolish sometimes with trying to say what I need to say. So drop y'all's comments in the chat. I'm gonna stop and play this because she, like I said, she said a few things that I want to talk about. So hold on.
Advocate here and talk about what women are looking for and how social media has affected that. Because
first of all, the comment that she's replying to says, I've seen multiple women say they think 50 to 70% of men after over 6 foot and make over 100K, it does not go both ways. So she's saying that the men that are, there's 50 to 70% of men who are over 6 foot and make over 100K. And that, that's the average. That's what women want. Most women want a man who's over 6 foot and make 50 to 6 or make over 100K. But I lost my thought that quick. Anyways, we're gonna plug and play. Hold on one second.
There is one thing about me, I'm fair, even if I don't like it. Most women know exactly where they stand on the attractiveness scale. In fact, most women actually rate themselves much less than what a man would. And most women who do have standards, like this one says here, 6 foot and makes over 100K, let's be honest, they may say,
I don't think most women rate themselves less than what they really are. I think women who are confident, who have great self-esteem, they rate themselves on point or over. I'll say that point.
that, but they will 100% go for a man who is nice, which is so sad. That is literally quite.
Women will not go for men who are nice. They want a man who's nice, but most women don't do that.
Literally the bare minimum.
Good guys finish last.
Listens to them, spends money on them, but doesn't necessarily have to be a multi-millionaire 6-figure earner. I've said this in the past and I'll say it again. Blue-collar men are honestly the best men to date. Are all of those men 6-figure earners? Absolutely not. But if you ask the woman of any blue-collar man, they're probably one of the happiest women in this world because those men know how to treat their woman, even if they're living paycheck to paycheck. So does it go both ways? Absolutely. There are certain Delulu women out there, which, by the way, sorry, that's my ice maker. There are certain Delulu women out there who do scale themselves up in the attractiveness category. And soon they will be brought down to reality. I will say that. But that being said, it is much easier for a woman to upgrade her life very, very quickly with the help of a man, which is why we have such standards. And for men, women are their best accessory. I've said it again and again and again and again, and I will drill that into your brain.
Women are not an necessity to men. We're liabilities.
A woman is a man's best accessory. So when a man tethers himself to a woman, it immediately brings up his relevance. Like, believe it or not, it's just fucking true. Usually,
so can he not be relevant without a woman? See,
will stay with women simply because they're relevant. So do women have standards that have been used in like propaganda and used in I don't want to say brainwashing, but used to like up their standards? Yeah, absolutely. But there is reasons for that. It is because the way that men treat women now in 2025 has constructed a world in which that's okay. So for men, it's not the same because what you want, the hotter girl, you think you have a chance with the hotter girl, but you're still a POS. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Love you.
I don't know. Some of the stuff she said I'm not for. I don't think that men see women as an accessory. I think they see them as we're liabilities to men. We're not accessories. Unless women are truly helping a man to achieve his purpose and his dreams and intentionally unless the man, like, I would say needs that woman in his life to move up and move forward, unless she's playing a major role and not being a liability at all, period, then yes. But blue collar men, you have some blue collar men out there who are not good men. They're doing what they can do as far as working and whatnot. I don't know if I agree with that or not. What y'all think, Chad? Let me get some of these. My mouse not working now. What the world? Oh man, my mouse is not rolling. Come on, there we go. So let me take her off the screen because she said some things I didn't agree with. I should have listened. I pulled a plug and then listened to the whole video. Let's see where we at. Oh man, I lost my spot. Oh yeah, we said that. Kira said that's crazy. Some people be bold, loud, and dead tail wrong. Jane said rigid and Kira okay. The married man might be your soulmate. So what kind of advice you got for her, Rigid? Do she need to just pause for the calls and wait till he's out of that marriage? Sunny is clapping for you and laughing at Kira. Jane says she made a questionnaire to help her find a man. I'll email it. Oh, she said she'll email. If you want to email it, you can. Conversations with softrain@gmail.com. Lisa said, great show, Rain. Thank you. Thank you. Jane said, Rigid, I think he could be, but he must leave his wife on his own. He's got a good heart and a sweet man, but do not want to interfere because it'd be future problems for me if we got together. Okay. Okay, Jane. Rigid said, if you were a 6-figure man, wouldn't these videos be stereotyped? Or a 6-figure woman? It didn't show. Plus, how do we know they not scheming on their money? Just a question. If you were one of these videos be stereotyped. I don't know, Rigid. And Too Deep said, in the United States, approximately 40. You know what, Into Deep, I appreciate you coming with the stats. I'm not gonna say statistics. I appreciate you coming with the stats all the time. In the United States, approximately 14.5 men are 6 feet tall or taller. And roughly 21 to 25% of men earn on an individual income at least per year. Do they earn over 100 or less than 100? Let me know. So only 14.5% of men are 6 feet or taller. See that put the dating pool way down. You know, because a lot of women like, oh, if he's not 6 foot or taller, I'm not dating him. Rigid, good point. Jane said, Rigid, good point. Women want only tall men and rich, shallow chicky poos. But these men need to run but pretty privileged rules in the U.S. Jane, where are you from? Lisa said, I don't like listening to her. She's lying. Women rate themselves higher than what men do. Yes, that's what I said. Especially if her confidence level is on point and she has high self-esteem, which all women should work on their self-esteem and their confidence level. Then definitely men, oh yeah, he did say 100K. Definitely men, they rate themselves higher than men do. Tess always saying they like the same guys. We do. I'm gonna say we do. You know, it's what 6 to 1. So how can we not? Rigid said, I swear I love this era. It's easy. Everybody stay online, please. I got the streets. Jane said men and women need to be team players to get future. And Sudie said she needs facts, not opinions. Jane said most men widowed or own a business get married. Kira said they say blue collar workers are everyday millionaires in net worth, especially tradesmen. Let me say something about trades these days. You know, I encourage people who, you know, not everybody can go to college. Not everybody is book smart. Not everybody can write papers to get through college, to get their bachelor's and associates and whatnot. If you are skilled with your hands and you can repair things and fix things and work in electricity and plumbing and home builders, construction, all that stuff, the people that get up here on these transmitter poles and put the lights up there is the money in trades. And men and women out there, if you have young children who you know is just not school, college material, encourage them to go to community college and pick up a trade. AC work, HVAC work, all that, automobile mechanic. There's money to be made out here, and you don't necessarily have to be in a tech world. You can get you a trade, and you can use your hands. Those blue collar workers, they make money. Classic said, hit the line chat. The line is open. I'll take one more caller before we go if y'all want to call in. I'm gonna read through the rest of these chats. I thank y'all for being here with me. I didn't want to do a drawn out show. So we about an hour and a quarter in. So I'm gonna read the rest of these chats and we're gonna get to it. What is Jane saying? Jane says some men need a lady in his life. He get the love making, cooking, and nursing while he works. All right then, Jane. We want asset, not liabilities, Into Deep said. Lisa said, women these days are looking for men outside of what they are qualified for. Outside of what the woman are qualified for, or yeah. I had to read it again, Lisa. Jane said, pause for the cause. Good for me. She says he's an American lady born in Ohio. All right then, Jane. Kira think this is true. And Jane said AI computing will not rule over the trades. So honestly, I think we come to a consensus really that no, because Classic said that no, he didn't think that social media really changed the expectations of dating. So it's on both sides. Some people do think that social media has changed the expectations of dating. Some don't. I think that social media has changed societal expectations all around. Honestly, I think that a lot of women are trying to keep up with the Joneses, are trying to keep up with seeing what Mr. Jones is doing for Mrs. Jones. And I think that they are looking for, they look at other relationships instead of trying to establish their own to see what they really want. And they see how Mr. Jones buys her that Louis purse and takes her on these vacations, and they don't realize what may happen and go on behind closed doors as well, or what kind of struggles they have with their relationship. And then they want a Mr. Jones. They want the same kind of man, knowing maybe that same kind of man won't be available to them. So I think we need to stop looking at what everybody else has got going on and figure out what we want in life and figure out who we want. And Too Deep has a question. If this man were to say the same thing, how would the responses be? If the man was to say the same thing, how would the responses be? I don't know. I don't know, In Too Deep. I don't know if the responses would be taken the same way from a man's point of view. I'm not for certain. Jane said, Rain, I agree with you. Social media has changed dating. Also, people travel and live all over and not stay in the same town they grew up in. So yeah. Absolutely, y'all. So I appreciate y'all for coming in tonight. Let me see if I got our banner back here. Not our banner, but our thing. If it's your first time visiting and you're not here, make sure you like, subscribe. Go follow us. Go follow me on all my social medias. TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, TikTok and Instagram mostly. At Conversations with Soft Reign. I am a part of the Raw Society Coalition. There are 5 of us, and that consists of me, Soft Reign, Conversation with Soft Reign, Souls of Thought, who is the founder. You saw him in the chat. Oh, there it goes. Oh, let's see. Oh, let's see if I do that. If I do that, y'all can't hear me. But so let me take Jane down. Hi. So I am part of the Raw Society Coalition that consists of myself, the Classic Code, Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug TV, me, and the Tez down at the bottom. Make sure y'all screenshot that over there on the right-hand side. Go to each of these channels, like, subscribe, listen to our content. We bring some dope content every day of the week. I'm hoping to bring this again to y'all maybe next week. We're gonna see. I'm gonna have to curate some stuff around. Put your cash app as hold on, wait, I got it. We gonna call it the Royal Maintenance Fund. The lashes and lip gloss keep the queen camera ready. So if y'all would like to contribute a super chat, my cash app is right there, Soft Reign RSC. Y'all can do that as well. So thank you, Lisa. Kira said yes next week. So Kira, next week, I need you to give me or give us a call. Call in and talk to us next week. Yeah, so thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Yeah, I've enjoyed this. It's gonna get better, y'all. Y'all know I can be a lot shy a little bit. So I appreciate y'all coming in. Souls of Thought thank you for helping me put this together. Classic, thank you for your input on putting this together as well. The whole RSC family, we bounce ideas off each other, we support each other. It's real. It's just a good thing we got going on. We're here to support each other, and I appreciate everybody. So y'all make sure y'all tune in next week for Soft Reign Hotline. Y'all get the Discord. Get in the Discord. Give me some ideas on my little Discord channel and whatnot. And let me know what y'all want to talk about next week. So nothing else. Dang, I forgot my outgoing line. Oh, that's bad, y'all. I'm gonna get it for you. As always, your reign is safe with me. Protect your heart, adjust your crown. There it is. And your reign is safe with me. Thank you. Oh, hey, Miles. You missed it. Go back and watch the replay. But welcome in. I'm glad you're here now. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Probably see y'all Monday on No Middleman Panel. Y'all have a good one.
Scanning now. What's the buzz? We're breaking it down. Rings radar. Hear the tone. Where the real conversations are known. Stay tuned, stay near. All the signals coming through clear. Rings